Welcome back to the channel, Farmer with Nick. Thanks for joining me here on Riverbend again. So as you can see, I'm on the side field that is given to you with the starting farm here. And I'm just using the GPS here to do headland pass around. So I have some updates from the last one and some corrections that I found out actually. So I'll go over those here in a sec. I like how this GPS, it gives you the curve too. That's really slick. So right now I'm not even controlling it. It's just going on its own. So as you can see, I'm on the other field here across the road. And there we go. There's one pass. And then let me get on the next track here. I don't know, honestly, like, I didn't think I'd be videotaping myself cultivating the fields as much, but I'm really having fun with the GPS so far. I'm really enjoying it. So watch this. I mean, I'm not even doing anything, and it's just doing that turn on its own. That's really slick. I love that. That is just awesome. Okay. And let's just hire this up on, oops. Let's hire this up on a worker here. Alright. They're gonna do their own thing there. Okay. So let's pop over here and, oh, going backwards. All right, let me show you what I found and correct myself. So last time I said, what was going on with the bees? Well, first, you can see we are in September now, and obviously it takes, you know, a month to show any bee honey here. So we have a pallet here, we have one box of honey, so that's great. Another thing I noticed, and just my mistake, yes, there's no bees here, but if I go to, there we go, to the help menu, and I went down. See, where is it? Right here. It says right on there, bees do not appear in the animal menu. So that's just my bad on that one. And I really thought that they were in the last one for sure. So I guess they're not going to show up in your animal menu. So that's a new one for me. I was kind of taken back by that. I was like, oh, all right, well, no bees show up in there. So that's a little bit different. I mean, it's fine. Just takes some getting used to that they're not going to be in there at all. But a little bit different for me. So now I know. The other thing, so I was like, well, I don't have any pallets of honey yet. The other thing I found, if I go into, is it game settings? Yes. So I have the time scale on 2, but also days per month. I did put it on 2, but it says off to the side, if you see, it says sets the number of days per month. Changes will take effect in the next season. So I was playing through August on that last episode, and then I slept, and then I found, oh, I'm in September already, and I thought it was 2-day months that I had on. So it says next season, which I don't know if September counts as the next season now. We're out of summer or not. So there you go. There's another thing I didn't know about that would change. And there we go. $206 sold. So that's easy. And I know that doesn't even show that that stand doesn't show on the production menu either. So that's another thing that doesn't show up. Alright, let's just put our skid steer. Just put it here. Okay. Let's hop over and check out that AI worker there. And then I want to get planting those 2 backfields. Now, one thing I did do, because I just kind of want to play on it, I did take off the seasonal growth, so it's going to be a little bit unrealistic with the crop calendar. I understand. But I just kind of want to play on it for a little bit still. So, looks like, I don't know, they're coming, you missed this, but the last time they cultivated one of those other fields, they came back and got this, and got everything, so I'm going to trust them this time. Just let them work. Alright, so let's get over here, let's set up a worker on these fields. Now I thought about putting grass, and then obviously could use that to make hay and or silage. However, I'm thinking of just kind of doing a rinse and repeat method here, and let's do oats for this field. And reason being is I kind of just want to get used to all the planting and stuff and doing everything still. So that's my idea, is just to, oops, there we go, is just kind of plant these 2 fields again, harvest them, and then just call it good, and keep doing that for a little bit. I think in the long term, once I probably get into the next season, maybe putting grass here and then using that for our buffalo herd. But for now, I think this is fine. So my intentions here is probably just to sell what we have, and like I said, just kind of do a rinse and repeat on these 2 fields here. Alright, so let's go right up to the edge here. There we go. And then let's get the next one here. So yeah, I'm really just enjoying this GPS here a lot. I know this is going to take for a while to see, but that's okay. Just make a pass around and set this on a worker. And then let's get to some animals again here. So one thing is, I do not want that worker. I was going to plant something else in the other side field, so I don't want them over there. But I love how easy this is to rotate it, plant, and then just put on the GPS. I think that is just amazing. I'm really, really enjoying it, as you can tell. I keep saying it, but it's true. And then you can see the worker in the background there. So I actually didn't even know I owned that field until maybe 5 minutes before starting to tape. I was going to do some other things, and I was like, oh, I own that field. And then I went over there, and it was already in the harvested state, so we just cultivate it up now. Alright, and let's get one more pass, and then set this on a worker. They can finish planting the rest of the field for us here. So I did not add any more buffalo yet. I'll say, but I'm thinking I'm going to. I mean, it doesn't look too bad here. I get the rest of that, sort of. It doesn't look too bad with 3 adults and then the calves in there. But yeah, I might end up just purchasing some more in there. Okay, and let's go for a worker now. Okay. So I just left it on default. Let's see what they do really quick. Where they're gonna go. But I did one headland, that way hopefully they just stay in this field. I don't know where they're going. They're gonna start right there. Okay. Alright. Oh, we'll come back. Let them do their thing. Alright, so let's get back to our bee area, and my plan is to actually get some chickens right now and get them going. So I like how easy it is having that little roadside stand just to sell the honey right there and to sell the eggs right there. I think that'll be very simple, and I'm all about that for right now, just to kind of get going with everything here. Okay, so holds 30. Let's get 2 roosters. Let's see. Let's get a handful of hens. And then let's get the rest with the chicks. And how old are they? It says 0. Let's go to first person here. And there they are. Right next to our bees. But yeah, they look good. I wish, and this is just me nitpicking, I like how they fixed the texture of the hens. But I wish like you could get different roosters. And then I like how they fixed the chicks too. I think that looks really good. Let me see something really quick while you're here. I'm pretty sure I tried this when I put it in. There we go. Alright. So I downloaded just one of the latest mods here. That looks much better. That's real realistic. And it's the paint and terraform anywhere mod. Look at that. That looks great. That looks more, I mean, if they're enclosed, for sure they are not having much grass in their pen. That's first, for sure. Alright, let's get the rest of the grass out of there. It's like a little patch right there. It's a small patch under there, but that's okay. But that looks much better. That's more realistic. They would be scratching in dirt and or sand, They wouldn't have too much grass in their pen at all. And actually, let's get that back out. Let's get the edge right here. It's going to give it to me. There we go. That's much more realistic of what it would be. Okay. And then I think they would just need... Let's go up. And it just says grain. Alright. So let's hop in side by side, and I'm just gonna go and use some of that wheat from like the very first harvest and just call it good with that. Let's do that. So it should take this here. Yes. There we go. That's cool. You can kind of see the shocks give way. Oh, there's a deer. Just passing through the barn there. Alright, there's the trigger right there. Another thing, those icons, I think, because it's, the green color scheme here with simulator now, I really think because they put like a light green for it, it's not as like jarring. If you're looking at those icons right there on the silo, because it's that light green that they did, I think it looks really good. It's pretty sharp. I know on 22 it was the blue ones, but it was a darker tint of blue, and I always felt like it was too much sometimes. And then towards the end of 22, I kept trying to play in a way that I wouldn't need them unless I forgot where the trigger was, and then I go, alright, well, I'll put them back on. So with that, I go, now I think they're pretty nice to actually have on, and they're not as, like just catching your eye as much. So that's a real big update too. So that's just my opinion with it, but I haven't heard many people talk about that. I just thought I'd mention it as I was thinking about it for the last handful of times playing this. Alright, so they should be good for a little bit now. And then we'll have our eggs just spawn. Just leave our side by side there. They'll just spawn right here. And then same thing, I'll just use the skid steer, good think of it, and go sell them by the roadside stand. Can I get in here? No, I cannot. Bummer. Let's see, can I look in there, but I can't open that either. Okay. Alright, let's run through the bees here. And let's go check our fields. And then after that, we'll probably just call it good for this. And then I'll just continue working on our cattle are fine back there. Yeah, this one, I'm doing a pretty good job there. So hopefully they get the rest of those corners. And then same thing, I'm going to come and plant this field here. And let's check this worker. Looks like they're making good progress. And let's see. Kind of have this little patch that goes around as well. Okay, so not too bad. They're kind of stopping right there. And then I'm not sure what I'm going to put here. I might wait to plant this one. We'll see. So, okay, well, I'm going to let those workers continue. I'll probably hop in the tractor over here myself in this field and probably finish planting. Oops, in their way. I'll probably finish planting these oats here and let you guys go. So thanks so much for kind of tuning in here, finding out about the bees, and now that they're not in the animal kind of menu button there. It's kind of different, but it is what it is. So yeah, but I should be getting plenty of honey now that I put in. If you remember, if I kind of just hop in the build mode, if you remember, I put in that extra, you know, handful of hives there. So I'm gonna get a lot of honey. And for that one little box that was 200, yeah, that's pretty good. So all right, I'll let you guys go there. Thanks so much for tuning in again. If you haven't joined the Farm with Nick channel, feel free to. And I'd love to have you kind of tag along here on Riverbend and see what I'm up to as I kind of finish up this field work here, and we kind of get a little bit later into fall and maybe try some other fields or some different kind of tasks as well. So thanks again, and hope you guys have a good one. Take care.